Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Tuesday, which means it is time for another Nozz Watches Log Horizon. So, in the last episode, the big arc where they were going through the raid that ended off. Fucking Shiro got his actual goal the whole time. Haha. I still disagree with it. A lot of people in the comments are just like, no, Nazi, this makes total, complete sense. Now everybody can own land, even the NPCs. And I'm just like, yeah, but he's banking on a lot of shit that he does not know how it works. Banking on a lot of shit right now. So that's the thing. So now, nobody can own land per the, oh god. Nobody can own land per game mechanics anymore. Now the only way to own land is for it to be, done on basically the honor system. Except, as we've seen, because this is a video game that's become real, people still don't treat it real. At least not, some people don't. A lot of people are treating it as if it's real, but a lot of people don't. So it's gonna lead to a lot more issues and a lot more raiding than it otherwise would. So just yay for bandits, I guess. So yeah, I am very, very. I will be very, very surprised if it probably won't do it for this story, because narrative. But I'd be very surprised if the show just doesn't go like, oh yeah, so if in real life, if this happened, if you would just get people to be like, oh, so there's no game protections on private property anymore? Alright, time to go raid someone's farm and burn it to the ground. Because it's a video game. But anyway, let's get in here and just see what happens, and see what the fallout is, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh boy, Valentine's Day! Hooray! Man, Valentine's Day is my favorite day. Because it means the day after there'll be a bunch of cheap chocolate in the stores. Yeah, man. Don't get me wrong. I like this show. The show is good. But sometimes it's the protagonist does shit that's yes, in theory, this is if people were real, this would be a semi-decent idea and a way to work around limitations of human greed in a libertarian society. Don't get me wrong, I understand. The creator of this is a libertarian. I get that. I identify with that. I got you, Chief. But the thing about being a libertarian is you also need to take into account that despite the general idea of, the Lockean philosophy of, most people are semi-decent, you've got to take into account the people that aren't. That's the main idea of libertarian. Most people are decent human beings, and social contract is the main thing required to keep society ongoing. But the fact that not everybody is a good person is one of the weaknesses, if you run a libertarian society and you've got no protections against people being assholes, even if it's just arming the populace, shit goes wrong real fucking quick. It's because it's Valentine's Day, bitch. Supply and demand. That's capitalism. God, she just got so fucking squeaky. Holy shit. Also, is it just me, or has Sarara, fucking shrunk to half her height? She's getting more and more lolly-like as time goes on. Ah, yes, the date rape fruit. And she's got a fucking cat hoodie. Girl's got a fucking cat hoodie, seriously. Girl could not be fucking thirsting harder for that fucking Nyanta dick. Isn't he like fucking like 55 years old? Jesus Christ. My man's out here getting that Marie puss, you know what I'm saying? Oh god, she's a fucking fangirl, god damn it. And she had massive stonking tits. God. I wonder if she's in the new world, huh? Ha Ah, they so funny right there now, it's goo. How is he the only reason? What? Okay, how is it obvious? Big Sibro! Big Sibro! Fucking Sibro is the best shit. Oh man, the subtitles lose a little bit of that, huh? English not having honorifics kind of messes with that one a little bit, huh? Just call me Tetra Chan. So, okay, I'm actually curious, right? Those of you that like have read more into Log Horizon, like and just like know and like breathe this shit, like, is this a case of like the character is transgender, or is it the character is transgender? You know what I mean? Like what is that? Like, is it like Lily? Is it Lily from Zombieland, or is it Astolfo? Like, which one are we working with here? You know? Because I'm actually curious. Ah, yes, the apron of the housewife. Truly a rare material. And also, it makes my ass look great. I can't. There's Nyantas out here just being fucking like god tier fucking. Like, they just got like this whole big section just cooking time with Nyanta using a fruit that doesn't actually exist. Ugh. This whole section here. Oh no, what if Rudy. Oh, gee. Also, man, she's really going in there to try and get Rudy to. Getting in there to get Rudy to fucking admit his love for her. Oh, goddamn. God, I really want Minori to just crash and burn. I want her to crash and burn so hard she starts wearing an eye patch. Oh, it's that thing. I forgot that thing existed. Yay. God, did she just are we sure that she doesn't have a couple of levels in fucking Ninja? Do they have multi-classing in this game? Oh god, flavor text is real now! Oh fuck, it's actually become a date rape fruit. It's dead ass straight become a date rape fruit. Oh Jesus. Oh god, oh fuck. Tetra just fucking handed Akatsuki just like, hey, here. The Rufalin fruit. God, does everybody have this apron? This man, nobody told him that she's fucking Nautsuku, huh? I thought it was a starter town. But here's the thing, do the people know that the fucking magic circle is turned off? Yeah, they instituted they instituted cops. They made the combat guilds into cops. Man. Yay. My man's really out here. My man's never gonna have to eat again. Oh yeah, and Krusty's dead. Right, I forgot about that. Smash got the Krusty floating in the void of space, just like, well, I think it's Valentine's Day. Man, I'm glad I skipped a bullet being trapped in this hellscape. Oh god, what if Krusty got sent to hell? What if he's just doomslayering it up right now? In the first days of the first era, before the shadows lengthened, there came a nerd with glasses. My man's out here actually made fucking like prosthetic limbs. What about if she died? Like if she died, would her arm come back? Surprised she didn't try that, honestly. Or if they have, like, I don't know. Is this maybe they did try it in the book and they just cut it? Just like put the gun in her mouth. Like, all right, let's try this. Oh shit, my arm's still missing. I guess another thing is if she dies now, will she leave the arm behind? Girl spent all of her fucking wages on it. Go to jail. Go to reverse jail, Minori. You're a fucking child. Oh, fucking please. Please let them just kill each other. I want them to murder each other right now. Fight, 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 fight. And what a short history it was. Or sabotage each other so the Shiro hates both of you. Newlywed's apron dress. That's still the best name. She got one from Marie, huh? I want the smash cut to Marie being like, oh god, where'd it go? Oh god, oh fuck. Oh, that guy didn't look suspicious at all going through there. Oh, no one told my boy. No one told my boy. Fucking. Oh no, they're awful. Oh my god. Okay, so the Coconia fruits actually work. Alright then. Oh god. I swear. Okay. So not only do they work, but Akatsuki just could just. She senses when he's about to talk about underwear, huh? Go, man, like fucking. Man, if this was Bofuri, fucking both Naotsugu and Akatsuki, they'd have they'd have some ridiculous skills based around her kicking him in the head. Yeah, they probably shouldn't have made a cake. Honestly, he's the PTSD is kicking in from when he had to do cardio for 6 hours straight. Hey, here it is. Here comes the mind break. This fruit should be made illegal. What girl do you love? That's all you have to ask. What if he says a name that they don't know and it turns out it's his waifu in real life? My boy Rudy was just avoiding the fucking. The mind break fruit is powerful. No, it's more like the girls are just too fucking cowardly, huh? God, this is some filler ass shit. So the only one that didn't mind break the guy they like is fucking Sarara. And she's out here doing it for the guy who's fucking like 4 times her age. How old is Sarara anyway? It's a concern. Are we sure? Are we sure the author went to jail for tax evasion? The thing to do was avoid getting mind raped. Oh no, oh no, he almost made it! He almost made it! So it wouldn't have worked anyway. It wouldn't have worked anyway. Man, what a fucking filler ass episode. My girl likes to sleep on the floor. Give her a break. Jesus. This fucking neats out here being like, nah, I want to be all up in my blankets on the floor. If you tell her that, she's just gonna want him more. You tell a girl that she can't have something, she's gonna want it some more. Come on now. Ah. Ah. That's where her inferiority complex comes from. Man, I guess we found out who our true villain is. The one that we thought was the villain turns out to just be somebody who's been horribly abused. Jesus. So our horrible fascist dictator turns out she was just a figurehead the whole time. Not gonna lie, if I was running a horrible fascist dictatorship, probably be how I'd do it. Hard to be assassinated if no one knows who you are. Of course, you'd need to make sure you get a figurehead that isn't capable of rebelling against you. Abusing the shit out of them is probably not the best idea, though. Seeing... Especially if they're crazy, like Mindbreak Girl over here. All that abuse is just gonna lead to her fucking rebelling. So, oh boy. Oh boy, God, it's a fucking filler Valentine's episode with a little bit of mandatory stuff at the end. Oh boy, excellent. Excellent. Hmm. You know what? You know fuck it, I'll get... Well, seeing that I don't have much to talk about, like, this one, because it was filler. yeah, if I was in a series like this, and I was like, okay, well, the only way to, I mean, ideally, I'd want to make a more libertarian state if I was put in charge. But if fascism was mandatory because people are assholes in video games, yeah, I think what I would do is I would find someone who was agreeable enough that people would be like, oh yeah, no, they're fine, and I'd have them serve as a figurehead, while all policy decisions are made behind the scenes by me, and they're attributed to that leader. That leader, meanwhile, that figurehead leader, is out there doing PR shit and being loved, and everyone likes them, right? But you gotta ensure that they're weak-willed enough, slash taken care of well enough, that they've got no illusions that they could actually run it themselves. Don't break down their self-confidence, but make sure they have, like, just the minimum amount. Wait, the China server? She fucking changed servers! What? But yeah, so I mean, I guess so. Plant Whedon, it's a lot more. But yeah, Plant Whedon's a lot more nuanced than I would have thought. Um, and I mean, I mean, it's almost a smart idea. I mean, I guess that maid lady assumes that like the kitsune is not gonna have anywhere near the self confidence to stand against her, but break someone down enough and do that, then hey, they're cornered animals bite. But so can you? So okay, so I guess you could just change server. I guess hmm. So that's a thought. Like for Elder Tale, if all of the if the server you go to is based on like where you are, if someone went on vacation and they logged into their account from a country different than where they were, would they connect back to their home server, or would their character be temporarily moved to the server that matches the landmass they're on? So, like, if I was playing Elder Tale, for example, and I was playing on the American server, and I went on holiday in Japan, like, would I go back to the American server, like when I logged in, or would it transport my character to the Japanese server? And what if and apparently there's like server specific classes as well. So if someone was like in America playing, I don't know, the cowboy class, and they went to the Japan server, like, hmm, what would happen? Or are they just reskins? You know, I don't know. I don't know. Weird. But yeah. So I mean, I guess moving server is a thing you could do, and I imagine, seeing as Elder Tale is now one big world, I imagine just going to other servers is as simple as just getting on a boat. That's honestly kind of neat. That's honestly kind of neat. Um, but yeah, so I guess we're getting the leader of the Tea Party coming back. Oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait for that shit. Uh, um, as for this episode in of itself, though, this episode, like, it just screams filler. Like, it's not really, nothing really interesting happened. It's like we learned about the leader of the Tea Party and how everybody wanted to put their wiener in it. Um, we learned that the Coconia fruit is a thing, and that, like, flavor text is real, which turns it into a date rape fruit. Um, Minori is still creepy. Like, Naotsugu is the only one that doesn't realize that Tetra has a penis. And Krusty's still missing. Like, really, like, no new information was gained here. The only thing we really got is, like, some flavor text stuff and the stuff with Plant Whedon. Um, hmm. Like, I am honestly curious about, like, about Tetra, though, just because, like, because it's a thing we don't really see all that much in anime. Like, I'm trying to think, just like in anime, most of what we get is stuff like Felix and Astolfo, where it's like they're guys, they're guys. They use male pronouns. They're just cross dressers, you know. Like, or at least that's like what like the show themselves, the show itself like dictates, right? And then you get characters like Lily from Zombieland. I don't know, it's always kind of weird for me to like think about it, just like, huh, is this character actually actually trans, or are they like just a femboy? And that I don't know. For some reason, whenever I see that, it makes me think, because I'm just like, okay, what they doing here? What are they doing here? Because it's like it's something that seems always to be like a coin flip, and it's always something that pisses off people on Twitter. So that's always fun for me. Um, God, Twitter is such a shithole. Like, if you like, go on Twitter, find a way to get your tweet out there, and insist that Astolfo is a femboy. I guarantee you will get people who are really, 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 really mad. Like, almost as fucking mad, crazy as the people that insist Naoto is trans, which is fucking stupid. Twitter is dumb. Twitter is dumb. But that's not why I mean. Oh God, am I just finding stuff to try and like think of stuff to like make sure I can actually talk about this episode? Yes, probably, because nothing fucking happened. Like this show, like okay, so this episode was enjoyable enough, right? But like it screams filler. It just screams filler. So like, as enjoyable as it is, like I can't not ding it for that, you know? Like it's just like, thinking back, it's like, what happened in this episode that was actually important? It seems like nothing. I would love to be like proven wrong later, like if fucking like a year goes by and the fucking Coconia fruits like come up again. I would love to be proven wrong, but like I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fucking purpose of this episode is. Just like, oh no, just fun slice of life stuff. Nothing of import is happening. And I feel like that's actually kind of a weakness of this show a little bit. Like in season 1, you had like a couple of slice of life episodes that actually advanced the plot, but the advancement of the plot was always separate from the slice of life stuff. Um, but like most of the time, whenever we get like a little slice of life episode, nothing is happening within the slice of life stuff to actually progress things. And that's definitely weakness. Like, you can have like the characters going about their everyday stuff while also having them advance the plot, you know? Like I mean, like, Shiro knows that Plant Hueden is doing some bullshit. He knows that there's a demon gate that just opened and shut, like fucking where they're at. So he knows that they're up to some bullshit, but he's not really doing anything. He just got back. Started like introducing everybody to Tetra, and then just did this Halloween. Uh, this Valentine's Day bullshit. Like he didn't really do anything. Or at least as far as we can tell. Like, the camera just kind of did nothing but follow the girls and them using their date rape fruit, which is probably actually a thing in One Piece. Um, yeah, it's I don't know, I think you can do a slice of life episode without it just being pure filler, but it's definitely something that this show has not been able to do, or doesn't even try to do. So yeah, I think that's like one thing I'll ding it for. That's one thing I'll ding it. Like, the divide is too severe on that one. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's enjoyable. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't have a real purpose in the narrative. Like, if you were like adapting this, if you were like adapting this into like a movie, this would be the kind of thing you'd cut. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Honestly, nothing really all too interesting happened this time around. So let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh boy. Um, Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked in the description and on the end card, on the list of all the people that keep the show up and running. As well as that, there's some other little gimmicks you can do on that, but those are all listed on the Patreon page. So go look at that if you're interested. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. And I will see you a